This week, we're doing this really cute simplicity pattern. To me, it looks like a yoga outfit, and I need some workout clothes. So we're gonna do the pants this week, and we're gonna do the top next week. I think the top's so cute, I just wear it. It's interesting and asymmetrical. The pants are a cropped, wide leg with a band, waistband, really simple. Should be super fast. We're gonna sew them up on the serger. I am going to do cover stitch hem on it. Also, I'm super excited to try. I haven't even tried my cover stitch yet, so this will be my first time to try the cover stitch. So off to cutting, and I'll see you back at the sewing machine in a few minutes. A few alterations that I did. I've lengthened the center back just a tiny bit because I am long, and I know that a lot of times my pants just pull down when I bend over, etc., and I just gave myself a ½ inch extra. I've also graded up a ½ inch in the back all the way down the leg, and I did the same in the front. So here's the thing with pants. You build it leg by leg. So I'm going to start by taking a front pant and a back pant, and I'm going to pin them together on the inseam and the outseam. You don't pin the curvy part. And I know I'm sewing in black again because, well, let's face it, I want black on my bottom half. Okay, so this curvy part does not get sewn to each other when you're doing your pant leg. So we're doing a right pant leg and a left pant leg, and we're just going to pin them together on, this is my inseam, down here's my outseam, and sew them. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. So we're gonna end up with two independent legs, then you sew them together on the U of the crotch, and your pants are together, just like that. I'm gonna sew my right and my left legs together. It has a waistband that has side seams, so I'm going to go ahead and sew my waistband together. After I sew my waistband and these pant legs together, we'll come back and do the next step. All right, I'm going to make a little interior pocket for my phone that's going to hang from the waistband. I've got two pieces of fabric that are the same, that my phone, which I'm holding, will fit inside. And I'm going to turn down and hem one. So this one's going to get hemmed. And then I'm going to lay it on top of the other one and serge these sides. This end will be long, and this is the one that's going to get attached to the waistband. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Just a quick close-up of the little pocket when it's turned around. That's going in the waistband. You can see here's my little turned under edges where it's going to get stitched on, and I think I'm going to just top stitch those down to keep it flat. It's going to get caught in the waistband, so hardly any of that's going to show, but it'll make it smooth and pretty. Here's a pocket close-up. If I'd been thinking, I could have put my tag on the pocket too. That would have been fine. So this is going to get attached into the waistband. I'm now ready. I have my waistband sewn together. The other thing you can do, if you put labels in your things, this is the time to do it. So here's my waistband. I've already pinned it at the side, so I'm going to open it up. Here's my waistband, and then I just put my label, so this will be on the back side of my pants. I don't put it in the center back. I had back surgery. I have a scar, and tags drive that scar crazy. I do not do well with tags in the back of my clothes, or seams, or a lot of things can really be irritating just because I've had 3 back surgeries in the same area, and it's just sensitive there now. So I put it offset. It's still in the back, but it's going to be to the side. There it is. It looks cute. Now I can fold this in half, and I'm going to go ahead and pin this to this. So it's going to get pinned so that the back side, boy, you can't see anything in that camera, is so that black just absorbs, but it's going to be pinned to the back side so that when I pin this on and then it flips around, it opens up the pocket to use it. So this pocket's going to get put in the front. I actually want it on the front right, kind of on the hip area, so that's where I'm going to put it. You could hang it right on the side seam too, anywhere that's comfortable for you, just to keep a pocket for your phone, which is what this is for. So now that those are together, I'm going to take my 2 pant legs. I have a right and a left, and one of them I'm going to leave wrong side out, and the other one I'm going to turn right side out. So I'm going to flip it really quickly. Now I'm going to be doing cover stitch hem on mine, so I'm not doing any more to the bottom of my pant leg. If you're going to be doing your hemming at your sewing machine, go ahead and serge this edge. You could go ahead and hem these pants if you want to. Fold them up and hem. Some people like to hem after they're tried on. These are cropped pants, so it's sort of just like where you want it to be. So here's this one right side. Now the right side pant is going to slip into the wrong side pant, and I'm going to line them up at the crotch seam. So got it on my arm, and I'm just shoving it inside the other one. And I've got inseam to inseam, and it should, you know you did it right. You know you have two rights and two, or you have a right and a left instead of two rights or two lefts. If now I have a front crotch line to front crotch line and a back crotch line to back crotch line. And they're right sides together at the right at the seam underneath. And now we're ready to just shoop right down it and put the waistband on. So I'm going to go ahead and sew my crotch line now. And I go from front to back or back to front. It doesn't really matter. And then we'll do waistband. These pants are going like that. All right, friends, we have pants just like that. So here's my seam through the crotch. Just like that. All right, and now we're going to just turn around. And it's time for waistband. Let's talk elastic for just a minute. I almost forgot. I was getting my waistband all ready to sew on, and I thought, wait a minute, there has to be some elastic inside there. You could buy the extra wide elastic that's sort of like its own waistband and use that instead of cutting the waistband. That's one option. I actually thought about that for myself. I would like that. I don't have any, and I wasn't going to go buy any. But I went to get my elastic out. I didn't have any elastic. I did. I had a couple little short hanks, so it'd be great if I was doing a sleeve or something, but nothing big enough for so my husband ran and got me elastic. He was already going to the store, and he did me a great favor and picked up elastic for me. So the way the pattern has you do elastic is you leave open a little hole on the inside of your waistband and you fish it through, you make a casing. What I'm going to do instead of that, I've completed my waistband on the side seams. I didn't leave a hole. And I'm going to overlap and make a circle out of this, and I'm going to set it on the inside and sew it up. So let me go ahead and put this together and pin it so you can kind of see how it looks. I've made my little elastic circle. I've put it inside the waistband. See how you can see how it's gathering up? And I just will stretch and pin, and then right here is the pocket. So the pocket is pinned to the inside of the waistband in the front, and I have the right side of the pocket against the pants. So when this flips over and the waistband flips up, see how the pocket will then be the right way, and I can use it because I made it with a little tab sort of thing. So now this is just ready to serge all the way around. So now this is ready to serge. And then I'll do the hem, and the pants are done. I'm pinning my pocket to the inside of the waistband. So here's my waistband. The elastic is already inside. I just have it pulled straight right there. And I'm pinning, and then this is, okay, inside of waistband, the front of my pants, and this is the back side of the pocket. So when I sew it and it flips over and the waistband comes up, see, there's the little pocket hanging out. And I can just sew it in when I sew the waistband. Easy. Sewing on the waistband, I have the elastic in there, and all I do is as I go, I stretch straight and smooth the part where I'm sewing, and I let the other part just scrunch up, and I just move the fullness around. I also went ahead, it doesn't look pretty on the inside, but on the outside you can't see it, I stitched down my elastic so it doesn't flip, fold, and roll when I'm wearing it. Here's the little pocket, so once it's sewn, it'll flip over on the inside, and then there's my little foam pocket. Now I'm going to do cover stitch, and I'm going to make a separate video on how to set up a cover stitch because it's not, you know, flip a switch and do it. It takes a little bit more effort. So I'm not going to show the process of setting up the machine first cover stitch, but I will show you me putting the cover stitch in. We have pants. It's my elastic waist. On the inside, here's my little pocket for my phone. There's my tag. The phone fits right down inside. I love it. Look at that. Yay. Okay. So now I'm going to set up my machine for the hem. If you are not doing a cover stitch on your serger, if you're doing this on your sewing machine, you can sew this entire thing with just a zigzag on your sewing machine, or they have mock serger stitches on sewing machines and mock cover stitches also. So depending on what you're doing, now is your hemming time. If you have an overlock machine, go ahead and serge the hem, turn it up, and then you can double needle, you can zigzag, you can straight stitch your hem however you choose on your sewing machine. If you have a serger, now's the time to convert to your cover stitch and you do your hem and your seam finish all at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll show you the hem. Okay, we're ready to hem our pants. The thing with the cover stitch on the overlock machine is your knife is not engaged, so you're literally cutting nothing off. And it actually, normally when you're at your serger and you make a stitch, you know how it'll still make the stitch when you're not sewing. On this 3-thread, I'm doing a 3-thread cover stitch, it doesn't. Here's my little practice stitch that I just did, so this is what it's going to look like. That's what it looks like on the back. Love it, I'm so excited. So I'm just going to turn up my hem and stitch it around. I'll show you when I'm done. My first cover stitch. They're done. Okay, they're so cute. I'm pretty pleased. Look at this hem. Okay, I'm gonna try and get close. Can you see that? Look at how pretty, and look at the inside. Guys, I am so stoked about this cover stitch. Total upgrade on all of my sewing. Love it, love it, love it. Easy to use, really like it. I'm putting a link in the iCard and in the description. I'm making a separate video just on doing the cover stitch. So if you want to set up a cover stitch, if you have a similar machine, this is a Bernina L890. There's also an L850. I think they thread pretty similarly. I haven't looked it up, but if you have a different brand, it's not going to thread exactly the same. At least you'll have some point of reference for setting up a serger for the cover stitch. So excited. Okay, I'm going to try them on. I'm going to take a few still shots, and pants done. Next week we'll make the top. All right, here's the finished pants. I've already got lint on the hem from trying them on because sewing room floor. There's the beautiful cover stitch hem. Here's our waistband. Here it is on the inside. Here's my little phone pocket and the tag. So you can see the phone pocket's completely free. It's just attached right there. And I even did a little stitch in the ditch to hold the elastic down so the elastic doesn't roll.